Start getting into some things. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? We Smoking Jacket broadcast, and we are coming to you live and just chilling right now to our 8 o'clock moment start time. And y'all already know how we do. And we're just gonna wait for some folk to come on and grace them with their presence. Jay Ferg, you sitting in the dark, brother.
Yeah, I'm in this lounge.
Okay,
It's
you
kind
know,
of dark back here.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I will be heard though. God
No,
damn it.
not yet. Yeah. You will be heard. That's all right.
What's good,
So
Jay?
yeah, yeah. So I ain't making no noise here, man. I'm sitting over here just a little under. Not I ain't gonna say under the weather. Just that having that RSV thing kind of got my chest right now on fire. I don't know what's going on with that, but I think I'm gonna get me a doctor's appointment in the morning.
It's
And,
How's the
video
birthday girl
replay.
doing over there?
I'm doing all right. I'm not bad for an old lady, Jay.
yeah,
Where the old lady at?
For an
yeah.
old
Where lady?
Old
money.
lady, where?
Yeah,
Right,
I'm gonna give her. I'll give a 35-year-old run for our money now.
I
right.
bet you would.
Yeah, we know she would. Shucks. She danced like she's 22.
Yeah, and then I have to sit and put some big gay on these knees.
Hey, we got one person on already, and just looking at, I can't see my YouTube folks, so I don't know how many folks on YouTube or on my Smoking Jacket page. But for those that's on my personal page, good evening to you. We're looking to start our show in about 2 more minutes, always at the clock
All
time.
right.
So, yeah,
So
so,
I double booked tonight. So I'm actually at my cigar group meeting right now, and I'm on the
yeah,
podcast. So I'm double booked tonight. I'm getting popular out here in these streets.
yeah, I hear you, man. Hey, I read your segment though, man. Your man, I forgot what it was already, but yeah, you had posted it. Your content, cigar content, it's pretty good, pretty good. Well, we got 2 more minutes before we officially start. For those that are on, hey, welcome to the Smoking Jacket broadcast. 2 more minutes before we officially open up, and wait for a couple more people to get in the room and see what's going on here. All right, we're good. 7:59. So yeah, man. So I tell you, life be life, and don't it?
It sure does.
No doubt.
Yeah,
All right,
indeed.
all right. Well, we up on our 8 o'clock hour. Look here, I want to take the time to thank everybody for joining in. Those who are going to join in, welcome to the Smoking Jacket broadcast. And I'm here with Miss Venita T, Stoney, the analyst, Miss Sheryl, and Mr. J. Ferg. And we just want to inform you today that we had a show with Phat Ash, my man, Mr. Sedrick Dunson. And like we say, life be life, and some things came up. So we had to cancel, and we're going to look to do it another time. And so, while he wanted to bring on some of the admins, but there's nothing like having the owner of the brand to come on and grace as we've had and we've all had and wanted to ask some questions pertaining to him as it becomes the Phat Ash brand. So look here, I'm just gonna open this thing up and keep it real. I'm gonna first Venita. Let's give us a little bit, about your day, what's going on, and we're gonna go around the room before we officially get to any contact. We'd like to know what everybody's smoking if you're smoking, so we can get our cigar segment out the way and let everybody know what's good around the room and what you're smoking and even what you're drinking on. All right, go ahead, Miss Venita T.
I am smoking on a conscience. It says ignite uh,
Conscience.
your consciousness. So
That's right.
that's what I'm going to be smoking on tonight. I have
Uh-huh.
some blue label here, some Johnny Walker blue label. Just a little,
Hmm.
and I have paired it with a Turkish coffee today. So, but you hear me coughing, right? So
Hmm.
I just had my 57th birthday, so I have been celebrating, and I'm still celebrating Aquarian season. So
There
I'm going
you
to be
go.
acting up for another 10 days, just so everybody.
Very good. I hear you. I hear you. Hey, Adrian, what's going on with your girl, Latanya Noble? Pleased to have you on. Thank you for joining us. Stoney, what's going on in your world, man?
Well, good, brother. How you feel, man? All right. I am smoking a limited edition 708. It's a torpedo. It's about a box press. Uh,
Mhm.
Barber poles. Really good flavor. So, really nice stick.
All right. And you forgot to tell us that's a Rocky Patel stick, huh?
Oh, I forgot the collaboration. I forgot. My fault.
Yeah, no
And of
problem,
course, got to
bro.
chase that down with some good old H2O. Just staying hydrated.
Man, look, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all, man. How's everything working along and coming along with Chicago Cigar Week, man?
It is coming along. Looking to actually put things out, hopefully within the upcoming week. As
Yeah.
far as the ticket sales information,
Okay.
got some places secured. Got the host hotel secured. So information will definitely be coming out shortly. So for those that have been asking, be patient. It'll be there, but I will make sure I get information out as soon as possible. But I appreciate everybody that's been inquiring.
Well, man, look here, you part of the team now. We're gonna be promoting that thing. We're gonna be asking questions about it every segment, man, until it's family now, brother. So, we're gonna make it happen. Jay Furry, Mr.
Appreciate it.
Incognito, what's happening, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm over here smoking this LaGloria series Armaduro, and
Oh yeah.
yeah. So I'm doing the big boy style tonight. Been on the move, man. Been to Vegas. Went to the TPE trade
Yeah.
show in Vegas a couple weeks ago. Went out there, do some networking and
All right.
politicking. You know. Um, Now I'm back in South Florida, so I'm trying to get situated. We have another event coming up this Friday. It's the launch of our monthly cigar series,
Right.
Smoke Easy Social.
Right.
That launches this Friday, and it's going to be once a month, either the first Friday of the month or the third Friday of the month. That's going to be like a cool little laid back social gathering. Grown folks get together,
Yeah.
smoking some fine cigars, drinking some good liquor with some good music and some art. You know what I
I
mean?
know
So
that's right, man. That's
that's
right.
what we gearing up for, man. And steady working on 2025 Destination
Yeah.
Herb.
Always.
Tickets go on sale March 29th.
Woo. Okay.
That's our target date, and
Yeah.
we still running that promotion. If you go to the website and register on the 29th, we're gonna do a special show, and we're gonna give away 2 pairs of all access passes on the 29th. So that's gonna
Oh,
be pretty exciting. So
that sounds good. Hey, look here. I don't want anybody to go anywhere. I want you to stay on. As I said earlier at the beginning of the broadcast, uh, Sedrick Dunson, owner of Phat Ash, had a emergency travel itinerary he had to take care of. And so we're going to reschedule something with him later. But in the meantime, I came up with something creative. Wanted to talk about a couple of things. Want to engage the audience. I want you to participate and give some feedback to some of the topics we might bring up, some of the societal issues that we might raise, and just want you to be part of this show. And those that are viewing and looking in, Adrian and Miss Latanya and a couple others that are on here. I want y'all to engage and talk to us as we talk back to you. All right, just come on, come into the live. You'll be able to comment. I'll see it. I'll post it. So, with that being said, Sheryl, what's up with you, girl, Miss Analyst?
Everything is good in the hood. And if it's not, it's going to have to be because there's no point in complaining. As you can see, I am not smoking because I don't do that in my house.
I know that's right. It's all good.
My house is still newer, so that's
Yeah,
an absolute no.
You
And
see,
even if
I'm
it weren't,
drinking
I
the
would
funk
not.
here. I got my pipe in my mouth. I just wanted to be part of something, but I ain't smoking nothing because I ain't smoking in the house neither.
Well, and I'm kind of a little smoked out because Saturday I was at my usual lounge, Blend and Barrel, and there was a car show. So the weather was amazing here. It was 74 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
It's not now, it's 45, which is why I'm inside and not outside smoking.
Mm.
And they have something going on in the bomb range over in Ocala, so it would be loud outside. We can still hear it from here and feel some of that. So I'm inside.
Okay,
But I
all
have
right.
my 12-year Diplomatico. It's rum for those of
All
you
right.
who don't know it.
Don't know. All right. Very good rum, to be exact. And
Mhm.
drinking out of the most appropriate glass, a snifter, as you do your cognac. So kudos to you, knowing the glass to pour it in. We appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
My dad taught me well.
Right, there you go. Well, look here, I'm Dr. Sayso. Just wanted to add to my day, still dealing with a little bit of RSV. So, of course, I'm toning it down a little. Had a great week, no issues there. Had the bomb Super Bowl venue to go to, and shout out to the Tenderbox who hosted, I mean, the absolute premier uh, man, Super Bowl that could have been hosted. He had the Kansas City style flair going on with the outside grilled pork butt, barbecue pork butt, chicken and potato salad, baked beans. And then the most epic thing happened. Anybody that bought a box of cigars, if Kansas City won, then you would get a free box. So I actually got my box of oh man, I can't even think of what I bought, but I got my free box, my additional box, and so I'm happy with my purchase. I'm happy with the win, and it was the most exciting game. So I'm going to kick this off a little bit because speaking about the Super Bowl, I gotta pose the question because it's like the hot topic, if I may. Go back to the old school, old days of Wendy Williams, and this is a hot topic right now because everybody got some talk about the Super Bowl halftime show. I mean, I watched it, I heard it, but why is there so much talk about what one we say Alicia Keys? She didn't sound good. Then we talk about her, and then we got I mean, come on, what's the issue? Somebody talked, yeah, yeah, come on, Adrian, yeah. You know what, Adrian? Let me just before I even turn it over to the
Adrian
uh,
said,
host.
sure.
Huh? Yeah, sure. But you know what? Why, Adrian? I want to hear from you. I want your take. I want your take on the show. Here we are. We're rating something. From A to D. What grade would you give it? All that. I'm gonna chime in on that later. Okay, I'm gonna chime in on that later because I got my own thought. Because man, we some of them. When I got up, in church, I said haters are the new pandemic. Because let me tell you
Hmm.
something. It's an epidemic out here with haters. And man, we can never find a way to encourage and lift people up, no matter what it is or how it is. Be encouraging. God, hey, Thomas Prue, my man, what's happening, man? What's up, Square? All right, a little
I
bit of this, a
I
little
give
bit of that,
I give
all that
I
good
said it
stuff,
was
right? Right.
I said it
Hey,
was top
so
I said it was top five.
uh-huh. All
I
right.
gave the halftime show. I gave it top five of all that I personally seen. I
Yeah.
put them up there. I put them up there with like the Prince performance in the rain. You know what I'm saying? Like it was an epic. I'm not even an Usher fan per se, but
Right.
I give credit where credit is due. He put on a hell of a goddamn performance. That shit was
I mean, man, look
definitely
here. The
fire.
guy is an entertainer.
Right.
You could put him in the same room with Michael Jackson. He's an entertainer. I mean, Michael gives a show now. And most of his show involved dancing, and he bought the whole entertainment package. Not only that, he sounded good in my book. As a matter of fact, I'll be perfectly honest with you. While Lord, what's her name? What is her name? Alicia Keys wasn't on the A game in terms of her voice. She still sounded good to me. Maybe Red Sue helped. I don't know. But Stoney, come on, man, talk to me, bro. What's up? Look,
But
I'm
kind of like
looking
you said, we
for.
seem to be the new pandemic. Everybody's so critical of everybody nowadays. But I didn't personally watch Super Bowl, but I did get a chance to YouTube the halftime performance, and I thought it was really dope. Kind of to piggyback on what Jay said, it was one of the best ones I've seen. He put on a hell of a show. The people he brought out, yeah, I thought it was really dope, man. So I enjoyed it. I really did.
You know, and likewise, man. I'm still. I mean, somebody help me. And I hope somebody come on with their take of, why wasn't it good to them? If you got a valid, I'm gonna post it. We can talk about it. But Sheryl, come on, analyze this thing for me. Analyst, come on. What's
Well,
up?
for me, I mean, I watched the game and then I also went back and I watched the halftime show again the next day. And I enjoyed it even
Okay.
more the second time because, when you're in the game and we had a lot of people. So, you know, but for me,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Jay-Z gave him one edict, and that was, this is your Michael Jackson moment. That being said, we all know that he and even someone behind him, Chris Brown, because you got to keep in the context. He's been in the industry now over 20 years. He was 9 years old when he made
Mm-hmm.
his first on-air stage appearance on Oprah, to my knowledge. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
saw that broadcast that day, but you're live. You're condensing 20 plus years of your career into whatever time span there is. You're not going to get it all right. You're going to have whatever audio issues. He just got off a huge tour in Vegas.
Right.
So, you know, we need to learn, we need to learn to give each other some grace if you felt like you thought it was lacking in some way. I I loved that he gave homage, which everybody seemed to overlook.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the post, like the immediate post interview with Ludacris and
Right.
his wife, and he was so hyped. I mean, come on, 115 million people. Like,
Right.
let's keep it a buck. Whether it was perfect or not, everything that we're seeing with regard to halftime, with regard to the new coaches that are rolling out. Shout out to the Patriots because we're going to have our first black coach. I mean, everything is coming to fruition that Cap took a knee for in part,
Mm-hmm.
in part.
Yeah.
So everything is unfolding. Um, Anyway, so why not celebrate that? Shout out to his mom. I'm sure she cried the whole time because if it were my baby,
Yeah.
I would have cried the whole time. Shout out to Andre Day for the National Black Anthem, which had a lot of other folk really upset so much it made the national news. I stood up where I was. I was the only because that's how I was taught. That's how I was
Right.
raised. But
Right.
I mean, I say he did a great job, and now he has a new wife because they got married right after.
Right. Right. And there's people can even find some hate in that.
Yeah.
I literally, um, as I think about it, and here we are in the middle of Black History Month, and in my mind, here this man, I believe he even made history. First of all, let's talk about what and who he brought together. He didn't even make the show about himself.
Right, right.
He added to the show. He
And if
made
I'm not
addition.
mistaken, Lil Jon is an expat now. He lives in Ghana. So
Really. You
Yeah,
know,
I know he has
um,
a school there and some other business interests, but he and Stevie Wonder and some other artists have made their sojourn there. So, um, I mean, I literally have no issues because I take it for what it is,
yeah. I
and
mean,
I thought for that it was great.
he could have solely taken the spotlight himself, but he
True.
shared the stage, and a
Put
lot of us
people
need
on.
to learn to share the stage because we get so selfish in our thinking and in our dealing that we're scared to share the spotlight, and because we want all the glory. And hey, Kathy, appreciate you, girl. Thank you for your comment. And so here it is. First of all, with even the kind of show that was put together and all the people that he had, is everything going to go perfect? No, he had a multitude and magnitude of people there.
Mhm.
And I mean, I still think it was, the bomb.com. And, and I'm sure if he was by himself, he probably could have, made it sort of what his residency was in Las Vegas, because I've not heard one bad review about any of his
I've
residency.
heard it's a phenomenal show and worth every single dime. So
So yeah. So, why you even talked about him changing his skates? We know that's his MO now. But
Right.
he brought a
well, I
little
mean, the
bit of,
video for that song
yeah,
is where that's stemming from. So, I mean,
bro.
if you didn't like the video, then too bad because he did that. He did so much. Shout
Yeah.
out to the
That
good
was
news
dope.
that he showcased. Shout out to what that was JSU band, was it not?
Yeah,
I
Jay,
mean, and
yeah.
put the city of Atlanta on,
Yeah.
like for real, for real. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to stay on this, one topic all day, because just want to, just wanted to, put that in the air, get some responses, from that, and glad everybody that's on here, say, hey, hey, he did good, and but we have become a culture that can take every positive and turn it into some kind of negative. You're just miserable ass people. I'm just put it.
Pretty much.
Well, they talked about Jesus. They're not going to talk about Usher. For me, it was the Usher Bowl. It wasn't the Super Bowl. I wasn't really interested in the game that was being played. But for me,
Right.
it was the Usher Bowl, and the energy that he brought to the halftime entertainment was just amazing. I mean,
Mhm.
if you're singing and you're skating and you're dancing. And you're getting the crowd involved and you're sharing your stage with other entertainers. Alicia Keys, I don't care if she was off key, she was beautiful. The songs were really nice, older songs.
Yeah.
It was a proud moment for me as even a
Yeah.
black person. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Let's talk
And
about
so,
her on the bass, who nobody showed
did
love
she
to. She
like
was
Mm. Mm.
amazing.
That
Absolutely.
her
crazy
talent is crazy.
thing.
Her talent is crazy.
That
Yeah.
you know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna be perfect. I've heard the name. I've never seen her in person. I
Uh-huh.
know,
I
I don't listen
agree.
to a whole lot of music except for a little bit of, I like 40s jazz, big band, Frank Sinatra, the Rat Pack, and I love my oldies, my, 60s, 70s, and 80s oldies, right? But man, to be honest, after that Super Bowl and after that guitar solo, I had to look this chick up online.
Yeah.
She's amazing. She's been around
Oh,
since she's 11 years old.
yeah,
So
yeah, totally an enlightened moment.
And
I was
I
like,
think she's right up there with Prince and Jimi
really?
Hendrix.
Yeah.
which are her idols. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
Musical
and it
genius.
shows, and you can hear that in her music.
yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
She's
yeah,
also an
yeah.
Oscar winner too.
yep.
yeah.
Is that right?
Fire.
Yeah. Yeah. For song for Judas and the Black Messiah. She won an Oscar for that song for Chairman Fred Hampton, the movie based on his life.
Mm,
Does she not have two of the letters in the EGOT?
mm.
I thought.
She may. I'm not familiar.
So,
I'm
so
I'm gonna
if I
look
may
that up.
ask
I
the
think she
question,
has two.
Yeah, what is the story behind? What does the her stand for? Do anybody know? Or because I know this is
I actually looked it up today. I forgot the exact breakdown of it, but I looked it
yeah,
up today, and it's I'll tell you right now.
yeah. I was
It
curious.
stands for.
Having everything revealed.
There you go.
Yeah. But that's why I see the analyst. I'm gonna tell
God damn, Cheryl, you quick.
you
I
is
listen.
that
I
I
need
when I first
I need
saw
to
her
step my
sing as
I
a
need to
little
step my
girl, I'm
research
like,
game up.
that is the analyst,
But
baby.
I gotta. Okay, so to go off the halftime and into the game, do y'all think Kansas City is the new dynasty?
Ah, man. Uh, you know, you know
I'm not
what?
gonna say anything on that one. But
You
I
know
mean,
what? Actually, I'm gonna speak on that because for everyone that has a dynasty, I mean, you think about it. Dallas had kind of their dynasty until they allowed somebody to mess it up, and that's Jerry Jones. Because I can almost assure you that if they would have kept Jimmy Johnson, they would have furthered their dynasty along the way. Okay, because even when you think about it, they added when they got rid of Jimmy Jones, they hired that what was that jerk's name? Come on, uh, Jerry Jones' buddy. Well, anyway, he got a Super Bowl off of Jerry Jones's
So
marriage.
Barry Switzer.
Switzer, right? So as when you look at the dynasty of New England, they did not mix up the bowl too much when they won their first and second Super Bowl. Yeah, they made it some trades here and there, but look who still ran the show. Look who still had the say so. Look who had the privilege because he was the GM and he also was the coach. And so, as long as you don't disturb the coaching, their mythology, and other things that will add to the value of what you created, yeah, they have every bit of potential to be a dynasty because Andy Reid is running that team. And
I
and
think
and I think that as long as they continue to do what they're doing and how they're doing it, can they three-peat? You know what? I believe so. Because it's like Tom Brady. If Tom Brady's record was 9-7, and he made it and it was like a shark in the water and spelt the blood to the Super Bowl, he gonna win it. And that's what I think Patrick Mahomes got in him. Venita looking like, damn, would you turn sports analyst now? No, but I'm just giving you the methodical answer to what Jay Berg had. Come on, Stoney, help me out, man.
Well, see, I may not be the one speaking on this topic. I have not watched NFL games since Colin Kaepernick
Yeah,
got blackballed. So for me personally, I keep up and I'm always proud to hear about what the brothers are doing, especially with black quarterbacks and black coaches. I'm always following on them. But I haven't watched NFL game in years. I've been doing my own personal
yeah,
boycott to me of work with sacrifice. So
yeah.
but from everything I hear, what I'm seeing on the numbers and everything else, I definitely would think you call it a dynasty based on what he's done in such a short period of time.
Well, you know what, Stoney, I'm gonna say, and I gotta say this to you. I respect that. I actually applaud you on that. Man, I'd be lying to myself if I told you I could, just boycott football. I'd be lying because I'd be the most miserable.
It's
I'd be
hard.
so cranky. There'd be some miserable people. I would make everybody life miserable.
And
So I'd
that
be
Bro,
lying
we
to myself.
and
trust
that
me,
we
it's hard.
Yeah.
That's why it's a
Matter of fact,
sacrifice. It's definitely hard,
yeah.
man.
I mean, and watching it drive me crazy because I'm miserable anyway because just the way Dallas is. I've been a Dallas fan since '65, and man, I'm like this close to just going with my home team. Hated Dallas since then. Actually, I wouldn't even become a Philadelphia fan. I'd be a Pittsburgh fan.
oh
Gee,
wow.
Got
listen.
like Coach Tomlin over there. I'm always pulling him.
The
yeah, man.
problem, the problem
Yeah,
with y'all Dallas fans is like y'all don't live in reality. And
Wait, no, I'm not that one. I'm not
hold
that
on,
one.
and tell Jerry Jones go sit his ass down somewhere and let a real GM come in there and run the goddamn team.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all gonna have the same problem over and over again.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No, I agree with that 100%. And I'm not one of them ones that's gonna come on every year and talk. Oh yeah, we went in the Super Bowl. No, the hell we ain't. No, we ain't. No, we ain't.
Well, listen, I think like right now, I don't know. Like I'm a conspiracy theorist, like doing true, but I ain't
Mhm.
gonna lie. That game felt so scripted to me. Like I sh-
Mm.
I shouldn't be able to be calling plays. Like I'm literally sitting there watching the game, calling plays. Like, all right,
Mm.
this is about to happen, right? And they're looking at me crazy. Like I say, I don't know. I say for me, it just feels scripted. Like it feels like some WWE shit is going on right now.
Woo,
Like
Lord.
and but that happened during the playoffs too. Even like with the San Francisco Green Bay game, I'm sitting in the lounge watching the game, and I'm literally calling plays. I'm like, all right, so they're gonna drive down score. They're gonna get the ball back with 2 minutes to go, and they're gonna throw an interception on the next drive, and the game's gonna be over. And they were looking at me like, how the fuck? I'm like, this shit feels scripted to me. It just, I don't know. I don't know. It just feels like
Mm.
I'm not the brightest goddamn football mind, but goddamn, man,
Um,
like.
yeah, I I feel like that about a couple games this year. But man, I don't know about because let me tell you why I feel it wasn't that scripted. Because I now if Purdy would have won, then I would have been like, you know what, this some bull. He
Look,
played a good game.
look at it like this. Look at this. And I get the whole like, oh, they make halftime adjustments and this, that, and the third, right?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Both teams are making adjustments during halftime.
Mm-hmm.
I said during that game, I said, don't look at this first half of Patrick Mahomes. I said San Francisco's going to control the first half. I said the second half, I said it's going to be a whole different ball game, right?
Yeah.
And it was the same. Like, okay, so this is my conspiracy theories coming out. Like, I just find it hard for a guy like Lamar Jackson to be MVP, balling all year long, and all of a sudden you get to the championship game, you turn into a dud, like
A milk dud at
like
that.
a like like what the hell, bro? It's like I don't know this. I don't know. Like I
Yeah,
said,
look,
I
let
should.
me tell you something. Uh, if Dallas would have won at least one playoff game, that MVP would have went to him. He had him beat by 1,000 yards. He had him beat by 17 touchdowns. He had him beat in quarterback rating. He had him beat all the way around. But that killed his own stuff. Matter of fact, team killed whatever. Because was Lamar Jackson a true MVP candidate? You know what? I think they gave it to him based on him carrying his team so much. But man, to be honest with you, I wish it was given and wait, for the Super Bowl to be over. Because I'll be honest with you, I would have gave it to doggone what's his name, little yellow boy. What's his name?
Um,
Yeah, only Stoney, don't take no offense from that.
At least you didn't say it was Dave.
I just, I just,
you
I
know,
just wish.
pretty boy. Matter of fact, hey, it was crazy because I love the fact that we got to see the Kappas. He even showcased the Kappas at the joint. I ain't even gonna get into that right now. I'm trying to move on from this subject and give Venita some showtime because she had a little interesting topic. Valentine's Day is tomorrow, so Venita, come on, talk to us, girl.
So my top.
What love got to do with it?
That's true. I mean, Valentine's Day is really commercial. Whether you're in love or not, you're forced into
Well,
this.
wait a minute. We need to talk about that post now. Pull that post up. Do I need to pull it up? Because I screenshotted
Yeah,
it,
pull
girl.
it up.
Hold on.
Pull it up.
Yeah,
What
hold
is
on.
what I
love?
missed.
What is
Yeah,
love?
you missed it. Yeah, because Venita came out there strong out the gate. Because
Okay.
Venita come out, she
Yeah.
posted, she said, look, she said, and I quote, she said, I would argue this. I would argue this is the sole purpose of our experience here on earth. What is love? What is love? All right. What is love? Hey, John Edwards, what's going on, my brother? What
That's
is love? And she said, everything you've seen modeled as love, everything you've been told love is, it's most likely not that. Okay, so I put love in quotes because what most of us want to be, love isn't love at all. It's just infatuation, codependency, beauty. That's deep. Feeling, tough love, attraction, passion, people pleasing, etc. I gotta repeat that again because I put love in quotes because I gotta pause there. I put love in quotes, and then she goes on to say, because what most of us know to be love isn't love at all. It's lust, it's infatuation, it's codependency, it's beauty, it's feeling, it's tough love, attraction, passion, people pleasing, etc. So, how does one begin to know love? All right. And then by being it with yourself. All right. Love is a state of being. And so she says, I'm curious. If it's not those qualities above, then what is love to you? Let me know. Oh, boy, I wish we had an audience for them to chime in on this. Ooh, we hold
My
it.
feelings. I was in my feelings because
But yeah, okay, okay.
I was
But
in my feelings
are
because
you in your feelings because you didn't? She said, I ain't get to kiss nobody's son this weekend. Now, let's get to, because wow, you my dog, you my girl.
Mhm.
Can't agree with you on all this.
Okay, tell me what you want to say about it.
But analyst,
Yes. Yes.
come on, girl.
Um, I'm going to say two things. One is for me.
Girl, if you give me that miserable black woman syndrome, I'm about to beat you
Um,
down. No, I'm just come on.
uh, a lot of people get caught up on being compatible. You can be compatible with a demon, right? Because you're in the same place and same space in
Hold on.
terms of what your issues are, what your proclivities are, what your dysfunctions
Oh,
are,
man.
et cetera, so forth. What you should be operating in
Oh,
is
Lord
not
Jesus.
only just
I got to write
compatible,
that down.
but you need to be suitable. Compatibility and suitability are interchangeable,
Mhm.
right? And interdependent. So if I'm only operating off of we're vibing, okay, well, what happens to that person when you heal and they're not healed or not willing to heal? What happens when you're up and they can't handle your up? They can only handle you when you're down with them.
Mm.
So for me, that is my mindset. The other thing would be that um, your definition of what you think love is to Venita's question of the day
Mm-hmm.
should have evolved as you've gotten older.
Mhm.
Um, everything that you've learned cumulatively up to the point you start looking for, searching for, pining for, and wanting to be, and you should be becoming, right? You should be openly and actively working on your emotional health, your emotional maturity, and defining for yourself the framework of what love is for you, and then operating in that space. And then if not, then you need to do your work. I
Mm.
mean, doing your work doesn't mean, okay, I put 10 years between myself and the person, and so there's absence. No, sorry, no. You got to actually put some rubber to the road and actually do the work to get to a place
Mm-hmm.
where you don't have those triggers. Things come up, people do and say things that make you think, a song comes on, all those things. At that point, when you're healed, you'll know because it doesn't bother you. What doesn't Teddy say? If it no, and it don't hurt now, no, not now. Didn't he say that?
Right.
Yeah,
No
that's
more
what it
sleepless
is.
nights, no more heartaches, no more
No,
fights. Didn't Teddy say that?
Right.
I know y'all youngsters out there don't know anything about that, but I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
So
let me
let me
add
say
to
this.
this.
There's so many different facets of love too. I love my children. I love my parents. I love the Lord.
Hmm.
But a man,
Agape love.
I have problems. You know,
Okay.
I have problems.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you part of the problem. Okay. First of all, Venita, your personality is while giving is strong. Two, and that's the same with Cheryl. Two,
Fair.
you are a go getter in terms of and people can take a look at not what's on the inside of you, what's on the inside of your physical places, the car you drive, you got a bike, I got my own trucking company, and this that, and see today's man today sometimes can't compete with the standard that you are either living at or at. And because I'm gonna quote what you have here. I put love in quotes because what most of us know to be love isn't love. And I will say you're right about that.
Mhm.
I take that statement today versus uh 25, 30 years ago. Matter of fact, I can go even way back because a lot of our parents and foreparents lived in the most poverty state. They got through the racial divide, etc. And I mean they stuck together. They through the thick and thin. They were able to get through, make it to give us what they didn't have, and they stuck together doing it. Today is different because we got so much intimidation out there by most of, and the majority of women are making more than most of the men. You got about 68% most black males either have been in the prison population, et cetera, can't really get a decent job, so forth and so on. So sometimes a lot of what a man does is out of convenience. And so I will take that and I look at this statement that you made. It's lust, it's infatuation, it's codependency, it's beauty, it's feeling, tough love, attraction. All that, yeah, I can get with that statement for today. But is true love still out there to be found? Yes, it is. You just gotta know where to find it. It's a work, and it's I get it, and I believe this statement comes out of a lot of frustration.
I said I was in my feelings. I went to Publix. They had roses and balloons as soon as I walked in. I'm like, I gotta buy my own shit.
Yeah. Look, I felt all of your feelings in there.
So I got a question, ladies. So let me ask
Yeah.
you: would you prefer a great Valentine's Day versus a man that just randomly throughout the year just sends you flowers, surprise you with special dinners? What would mean more to you?
Uh,
You want to
for
answer, Cheryl?
me, love is a verb, so you're supposed to be doing it every day, right? Even when the person gets on your last nerve, you're supposed to be doing that every day. I mean, at the age I am now, I don't give that type of thing credence in that way. I mean, do I love receiving flowers? Absolutely, but I love flowers. I have girlfriends that don't like them at all. I just think, I can have my own Valentine's Day with me. I'm gonna love me first, and how I love me will flow from that. But if someone was in my life that's going to be doing that, I would just expect that. Um, if he does something random, I'm good. If he goes all out, I'm good. It's for me. It's what is his love language? How does that mesh with mine? And accepting that his way of loving me may not always be what I expect.
Mm, mm,
Because okay. So for me, I've never celebrated Valentine's Day ever in my
Mhm.
life. And if I meet a woman, that's one of the conversations I have early on because I'm like, look, if that's your expectation, of a relationship and what you expect of me, I can show you if you do your part, I do my part. I can show you love and affection and appreciation every day, right? But if you think on this one specific day you're gonna put pressure on me to go above and beyond and do all this craziness, it ain't happening. Not like like that's probably one of the first 3, 4 conversations we gonna have. So we can end this shit now. If that's your expectations, I'll let it be known early. It ain't gonna happen. So when the day comes, I don't want you looking at me crazy like, well, I don't know what you thought, but I was dead ass serious. And I think what I get annoyed with is like,
We're
and
so
you can
grown now. Does anybody on here like really feel the pressure to perform
women out here that it's some women that make a big deal.
in grandiosity? Like, do you feel that pressure to give or
Oh,
receive?
I've met women that made a big deal about it. Like,
Oh
I
yeah.
understand, and I'm like, yo, so you just gonna forget everything else that we did for 364 days, and you're gonna focus on this one day that we didn't do anything special that which you consider special, right? So like literally I could take you on vacations, I could, send you random flowers at the house, whatever. But because this one specific day I didn't go all crazy, you and your feel I've been there.
Yeah, no.
And it's
So
crazy to me.
let me tell you this. I think because the society we live in is so much pressure on Valentine's Day to produce, to do, to do, to do, to do. And women get caught up in that as well. It don't necessarily have to be anything about love. It's not, because it's so commercial
Oh yeah.
and
Ain't
everything
nothing
is
about love.
blatant in your face, whether you in love or not. My grandbaby is my Valentine's right now. My children, I still give them Valentine presents, So it's about love, the love that you feel for somebody. It
But
don't
that's
necessarily have to be on that day. I show that I love somebody, or the people that I love and love me, every day. It's an everyday thing. But the definition of love, this is what had me today, because what I asked for, I can also provide. Love, and it's a state of being. For me, it should be for everybody. I think it's a state of being. You have to start with yourself.
See, well,
well
let
that's
me
the
tell you
crazy
that.
that's the crazy part because it ain't like motherfucker, we're not even in love, but you still expect me to be.
Come on, Jay.
So you feel a little pressure,
Hey,
Jay,
Stoney,
Hey,
you better let that up.
go
Don't try that at
away?
home.
Jay,
I'm just,
Jay, I
I'm
got a
just.
question for you, Jay. Jay, when you was in the third grade, did you take Valentine cards to your when you was in the third grade? Did you take Valentine cards to school?
I
Yes.
don't recall. I don't look. I don't ever recall in my life ever doing that. Like it's just. I. Well, okay. Well, okay. Full transparency. I don't celebrate any holidays.
Okay.
Period. Any like none. There's not one holiday that I celebrate. I acknowledge and celebrate. Period. Right? Because I think it's all. I do my research. I know the history of a lot of this stuff, and it don't make sense to me. If you can't make it make sense, I'm not participating. I'm
Okay.
not a follower. I've never been the type of person that just goes with society's. I'm one of the type of people that go against the grain,
Mhm.
especially if I know better. And people will be like, well, like with my kids, right? Their moms would be like, oh well, I grew up doing X, Y, Z, right? I'm like, well, that doesn't make it right just because you grew up doing it. So for me, it's like, look, this is what it is, man. Like I said, I ain't doing it. And like again, you could meet a chick last month, and just because you met her in January and it's now February, she expecting you to come with flowers and kids. Like, dude, I'm not even in love with you. I just met
No,
you.
but Jay,
Jay, I got some flowers
let me
for
tell
you.
you
Jay, I
something.
got some flowers for
Jay,
you.
Jay
let me
uncut.
tell you something.
Jay, I
Let me
got
tell you something, Jay.
flowers for
Because
you
I've
today.
been
Those are
there,
my
I've
favorite,
been
Jay.
there and done that. A lot of women, yes, will expect that. But let me tell you, you got some men. They will get most romantic on that day. Go out and I mean they will
That
do get a hotel room, lay out the bed with the flowers and all that, and boom, boom, boom. I'm just telling you what I know now. They will go out there, bottle of champagne, and this is what the dudes would do now. So it ain't all the women that ask for all this. Sometimes the men do what they do for an expectation.
So here's
That's
my thing. I don't do anything in a relationship that I'm not prepared to do consistently.
hey, look,
So
the more, the more,
what you get from me is what you're gonna get consistently.
yeah,
So
brother,
I'm not gonna start something and I'm not gonna do something that I don't believe in just for the sake of, well, let me just shut her up. But then that's not genuine.
Right.
mm-hmm.
Now if I tell you, yo, pack a bag, where we going? Don't worry about it. Just pack a bag, we going somewhere. That's to me, that's romantic.
I
That's
like
something
it.
special. But just
Facts.
because it's Valentine's, you're right. There's some dudes out there that, for whatever reasons look. I tell people all the time, I don't knock nobody's game. You do what works for you. But
Right.
if you fuck around with Jay Bird, you need to lower your
Jay Uncut.
expectations.
Listen, if you got some balconies in mind for me, as opposed to, dropping 2, 3 bills on some flowers, I'm gonna need that balcony. Cause and my favorite flower is tulips anyway, so they're not in season all the year. So now, if you wanted to impress me that way, you'd be getting them shipped in from Washington. But other than that, no. Let's go tear up some folks' balconies and some
Mm.
beaches,
I'm,
and
Nasty.
I'm, I'm
whatever
look,
else may come to
I'm
mind. That's all I'm
look.
saying.
Let's
Stoney,
throw the
please chime in on this madness, brother. I know you got something to say.
come on,
Come
Stoney.
Man,
on.
I'm a little thrown off by the last balcony comment, so I guess my mind went somewhere else for a second
Hey,
there.
listen, it's grown folks. I'm
Yeah,
way grown, so
I
absolutely.
know
I'm gonna
that's
say
right.
what it is.
I, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. Kind of keep what Jay says. I don't knock what no other person does. So at the end of the day, for me personally, I do. Like I said, depending. Like I said, I was married for 20 years, 20 plus years. So
Mm.
for me, something I did even for my daughters. That was something I chose to do as far as Valentine's Day, not necessarily because of the pressure or because of holidays. I just wanted to show them, not just on that day, but other days, to show them that they're loved. So certain things I showed them as far as how I treated them, and certain things I did for them and gave them, particularly. But at the end of the day, like I said, a lot of times there are pressures out there from society and the holiday. Girls are looking at the other girlfriends, want to know what they're getting, what they do for you. So I get all that part of it as well. But at the same time, if you're not able to keep that up, or that's not something you're doing, then it's not genuine. So at the end of the day, if you do that, it can be Valentine's Day, as people say, every day. Yeah. In all honesty, you're supposed to show that love every day. But sometimes there are special occasions where, call it expectations, whatever else, but something you choose to do to go the extra mile just to show them. So either way, I don't like it either way. But I do like the
So
balcony
true.
thing.
Well said.
I hear you. Venita, you started this mess. So, uh, what
And
will it
usually
take?
the spoon is served right inside the
What
pot.
what will it take to change the narrative and the perspective of your statement? Matter of fact, you know what? I'm girl. By July, I'm coming up with a dating game show. Yeah,
Oh Lord.
yeah,
I
featuring
know,
Venita
right?
T.
Um,
we're gonna have a 3 man.
at the
Mm-hmm,
end of the day, I love myself, and
mm-hmm,
there's no there's no doubt in my mind that the love that I have in my heart for myself that I can give to someone else who is deserving of that love that I have. Um, I'm good single. You know,
right.
I am good single, and I like I said, I was in my feelings today when I made that post because I
Mm-hmm.
went to the store and I'm like, look at all this love in your face, you know. So
But,
I'm like,
but, but Venita, hold on.
does the normal person know what love is? You know,
Mm-hmm,
what is the definition to love for some people? I know what it is for me, but what is it for some people? And this is what I'm saying. Sometimes I'm like, I've been lustful, I've
mm-hmm.
been, uh, many
All the
things
things.
that I thought
But,
was love, you know. And so but it wasn't. And
mhm,
like, how do you I, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, because when I tell you I was feeling some kind of way today, and I'm not,
mhm,
it's not of loneliness or anything like
mhm,
that. I'm just wondering, does real people know what the true meaning of love is,
mhm.
and how it, not only the true meaning but how it feels,
Yeah.
you know, and how it's supposed
Right.
to feel.
You know,
You know,
Venita, and I mean, ain't gonna try to psychoanalyze what you said and put you on blast. We're gonna air, I know this, but no, you're not good single. You might say that, but and I know where it comes from. I know what you're saying, but here's the thing, and here's what I see. Here's what I know. You got a lot to offer. One, and you got a lot going on. You got too much going on, and so to be operated on, sometimes you got to be in the waiting room, the prep room, and so you're in the prep room because it's going to take a special Negro or whoever to deal with you. And here's the thing: the man upstairs know that, so he's going to send at the appointed time what you need. So because I'm telling you, he knows your requirement. He know your heart, and
okay.
he know the things that's going on with you. And at 57 years, I'm sorry, 37, my bad. He said, no, you know what? You can just hold on a little while longer. Because you do it all the time. Where my boy is, but guess what? He coming.
Well, I joke about my Boaz and where he is, but
I know you
however
do.
fairy tale-ish this might sound, I wait for the man God designed just for me, and here I am. Now, I say I'm okay by myself because I'm working on myself, but make no mistakes, I'm not saying I don't want a man because I don't think that is the right order. Anyone who say I don't need a man, she a lie and the truth ain't in her, because this is what we need. This is what and they need us. Men need us as well.
We were not
That's
designed
no
to be
mistake. I'm not
independent.
saying that I'm not.
Right.
I don't need a man because I do. Give me one.
So we have to be comfortable with who we are. I mean, why would you be with someone if you weren't? There's a difference to me between comfortability with oneself and operating out of selfishness because you chose wrong and you have a history of choosing wrong. And so now either you're visiting all of that on someone or persons while you date, or you have a self-imposed,
So are you single? Are you
exile.
single at this time, Cheryl?
Am I?
I say, are you single at this time?
Yeah, as a
I love
dollar
it.
bill.
You know what? Y'all gonna get the right hookup while y'all on this show, boy. Ooh, hey, Stoney. Boy, they hook up, baby. I'm
Yes,
telling
sir.
you, you watch what I tell you.
Until
Watch
my
what I
last
tell
name is
you.
changed, I'm single. I'll put
Uh-huh.
it that
I
way.
know that's
So there's the parameter right there.
right. Yeah. I got
The
you.
technical term.
My son tells me, he said, Mama, if you stop cutting up on Facebook, maybe boys gonna come by.
No, you tell your son you got to be who you are. That's who it's in your nature.
You
And
gotta
that's
scare
that.
boys away.
No, because you know what? First of all, somebody need to know you in order to know how to deal with not only you but themselves. Because
Okay.
you ain't gonna change. You too little to change that. And
Yeah,
look, girl, you came down to Destination Her, and you generally your son had a good time,
I did.
unapologetically, boom, and
Met some great people.
people, met some great people.
Yeah.
I know. And even when a couple folks trying to holler at you, I wasn't blocking, but I said, "Nah, nigga, get out of my face. I ain't
Oh, I didn't even
introducing
see
you."
that.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I didn't see
I
that.
got it.
Met some
Mm-mm.
great. I've met some great ladies, and
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of my
yeah,
Facebook friends as well. Yeah.
uh-huh. Yeah. I know that's right. Yeah, well, you know what? Look, we had let me go back to my other view here. Just to let the viewers know, Phat Ash had to cancel. We're gonna work on something, at a later date, later time. So we just had to come on. I don't like to cancel no shows in its entirety, so we just had to come on, chop it up a little, bring a couple topics to the forefront, just have a little fun. The co-hosts getting to know each other. We don't get to do this often, and so just wanted to let y'all know because if y'all was expecting Sedrick, he had some emergency travel plans that he had to fulfill and take care of. So, we just came on, and I'm glad that
It's
you.
Chester today and Rob. Where's
Yeah,
Chester?
So Chester had a birthday party that he had to be at, and Rob is still working with the Philadelphia Police Department.
Working, working,
He
working.
he is coming off of his Tuesday shortly. I want y'all to keep in mind that both of you met the chief of police while we were in Miami.
Yes.
Right.
I am going to be sending an email out to him tomorrow to see what Tuesday in March can he accommodate the show. So I'm gonna give him the option of the second Tuesday in March or the fourth Tuesday in March. I got to look and see when the second Tuesday is because my birthday March 13th, and I ain't doing no show on both.
After Bike Week, how about that? I know you
Can
know what that is.
somebody pull their calendar and let me know when March 13th is? Anybody got their calendar?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is oops, hold on. March 13th. Well, no, March 13th is a Wednesday. So the 12th is a
Okay.
Tuesday. So the
Okay.
12th and the 26th.
Okay, 12 and 20. Okay, so I'll do sure then because I ain't. So anyway, yeah, we had to cancel, and we're looking to bring on the chief of police in Miami, and then I already have an agreement a couple other law enforcement officials, and we're going to come on and we're going to talk about crime in the city, and not just Miami, but we want to get some of the administrative side. These are police officers that have made it up through the ranks, have made it up to chief or either captain or sergeant. And then Rob agreed to do that show because right now he's back with the Philadelphia Police Department. And so we just want to have a panel discussion about some of the ways that we can deter crime. And a lot of us, we know when stuff happens in your cities, we know, carjackings, this, that, and the other, all these, we just had a shooting here where a 3-year-old child and a mother got shot. The child died. But man, when I tell you the way PG County Police put everything on activation and rattled that whole community, knocking on doors, man, somebody started talking. They got them jokers the next day. Okay. And, and sometimes, so we want to talk about, community police and what will it take, because some officers in PG County here have been, when something happened that man, they will send a deployment of about 30 officers right in your neighborhood and start shaking down everybody. And once they get tired of that shakedown, somebody gonna be talking like, hey, y'all gotta leave me alone. So they went back to old school, old fashioned policing, so. Yeah, but anyway, man, look, I appreciate everybody.
Same here.
I appreciate all those that came on and graced us with your presence and hung in there and stuck in there. So we will be letting everybody know what the next show is coming up shortly. What was that, Shirley? No, but you know what? So Venita, I'm sorry, Stoney, man, go ahead and give us your last and final remarks for the day.
Okay. Well, of course, always great to get a chance to chop it up with everybody. I didn't get a chance to check out and talk to Sid, but looking forward to us getting a chance to reschedule with the brother. He's actually been one of my sponsors the last couple of years for Chicago Cigar Week.
All right.
So speaking of Chicago Cigar Week, we are looking forward to our events coming up on July 17th through 21st. We got a lot of good things in the works. Got certain things secured already. Host hotel, venues. We'll be releasing information ticket probably by the end of this week. Next week at the latest. So right now we're in the process of getting things together. So we're just looking forward to everybody coming down and just having a good time and enjoy this.
Now I do have a question because somebody asked me, are there two cigar things going on in Chicago? Is one in June?
Yes, that's correct. It's another event going on in June. They're totally no affiliation. They just have a different event. Okay. That's correct.
Well, we want to make sure we put yours the Chicago Cigar Week. Yours is called the Chicago Cigar Week, right? What is that one
That's
called?
correct. Chicago Cigar Week is the one we're affiliated with. The other one is called Chicago Smoke and Sale. We have a lot of different cigar events
Okay.
throughout the summer,
So,
but as far as the ones that have the length of time, is those two.
well, and that's good and that's great. We just want to make sure that we're proactive and getting the dates out there and putting and embedding them dates into what we're doing, where we're going to be, and while we support everybody, but you're an official member of the Smoking Jacket broadcast, so I got the support, got to promote every week, every day up until it happened. Chicago Cigar
Appreciate
Week.
that.
All
Appreciate
right.
that.
That's what it is, and that's what it's going
July
to be.
17th through July 21st.
Hey, you send me that information so I can, next time the show is, I'll make it good. Be floating across the screen there, my brother. All
Absolutely.
right.
Appreciate that.
All right. The analyst, what's up? Give us some closing remarks.
Our next live Tuesday will be February 27th, which is right before leap year.
Yeah.
And lot of things coming up, a lot of cigar events, a lot of whiskey festivals. I've had a busy month and a half already.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I know, I think Grown Ash has their 6th anniversary event kickoff at Cheney Cigar Lounge in Tampa this weekend,
Okay.
16th, 17th. I know they're doing their wrap at Locked On. So shout out to all the Black-owned brick and mortars in the Tampa Bay area.
Mm-hmm.
We know when you guys come on, you show love, so showing love right back.
Absolutely.
All right. Jay Ferg,
Yo,
what's up, man? Give us some final closing remarks.
my final remarks is happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, man.
Woo! You
You
mad
know
funny
what?
today. You mad funny.
Nah, real talk. Enjoy being on here with you guys every other Tuesday as always. Stoney, I just realized when you set the dates, I looked at my calendar and I'm actually not going to make it because I'll actually be in Atlantic City that week doing the fishing tournament the
Oh
week
Okay.
of
man.
the 16th to
Wow.
the 23rd. So I will not be able to make it to Chicago
Now,
this year.
is
I
that
just want to,
Is that Jimmy Johnson's fishing tournament?
yeah, yeah.
Man.
I'll be in Atlantic City that week. I'll be in Atlantic City from the 16th to the 23rd doing
Huh.
that fishing tournament. So y'all gonna have to
Okay.
hold it down for me.
Oh, no problem,
Yes, sir.
man.
No doubt.
Stoney, that one broke my heart there because I swear I was going to J Ferg on that next one, boy. But that's all right. I'll be there, brother. I'll be
My man.
there,
Appreciate it, brother.
man.
No
Yeah,
worries. You get that next year, Jay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Venita,
hopefully
Well, I am looking forward to Chicago Cigar Week. It's my hometown, and I've never been to Chicago Cigar Week before, so I'm really looking forward to uh, tagging along and seeing what you have in store for us, Stoney.
have you ever been to
Absolutely.
Chicago? I'm feeling myself.
And so that's it. Happy Valentine's Day again to everybody, and especially Jay over
I
there.
see you, Jay. That's dope.
Yeah, and yeah,
Uh,
that's it.
yeah. Oh Lord. Well, look
Oh,
here.
and then I'm sorry that Cedric wasn't able to make it today. I
Yeah.
was looking forward to
Yeah.
interviewing
Yeah.
him, and I
Shout
had a
out to Cedric.
yeah. So next
He
time we
was last
Bad
here, so I
ass.
did get to chop it up with him when he was here. So
Well. So when he hit me back. He said, "Look, if we can do this a Saturday, my work schedule won't interfere." He said we can so I'll get with y'all later. We'll talk about that. But look here, I just want to close with always appreciate all of you that come on support, hanging in with us. Just want to close with this, in regards to Black History Month, in regards to what we opened up with and talking about the Usher halftime show, and all of the criticism, all of the negativity, and all of the negative comments about who did what and how they did this and did that and et cetera. So you know what? If you can do better, then you know what? Maybe you should try to work harder to get out there in that format, and then let somebody criticize you and see how that feels. You know what? We have to start putting ourselves in position to empower our own people to continue to do positive things and to give them the uplift that they need so that they continue to reach for the stars and stop being so overly critical of everybody and what they do and how they did it, etc. Look, it's some good days and some bad days. I never forget Anita Baker sung the national anthem at something she did not sound good at all. But you know what? I applaud her because she had to stand there at her age in the middle of 57, 60,000 people and took that criticism like a champ and came back and killed the show a month later. And here we are criticized. And that's all we can, do. And it's mostly us tearing each other down. Guarantee you, if Taylor Swift had a bad concert, all them little rednecks or whatever you want to call them, be up there. Oh, well, baby, go back and you'll get them next time. Nah, we gotta do better, and then just in terms of love. Everybody's going to have their own definition of what love is. But one thing I do know, love still exists. And it's still real. It's still prevalent. And you just got to find the one. No, I'm sorry. It will come to you. I don't want nobody looking for nothing.
You got to love. You gotta love somebody. Everybody.
Boy.
Not anybody, Jay. Not anybody.
All right, man. I can't. Hey, Jay, bro, what's in your cup today, bro? What's in your cup?
Jay is in rare form tonight. Jay.
This is how we don't have no guests. We just freestyling. What's gonna come out of my mouth?
Shall we guess if it's Hemingway, perhaps?
No, I'm thinking IPA. I need structure. If I don't have structure, I go off the rails quickly. This how I was in school. If you give me a substitute teacher in school, I'm going off the rails. I need structure.
Oh, Lord. Boy.
It's nice to see everybody.
Thank you to our viewing audience.
So listen, I met some great people. I met some great people at TPE. So Chris, we're gonna definitely rap about some of those people that I talked to.
But no, we already talked about one of them. We got to make that happen. We got to make that happen. We got to make that happen.
Yeah. So
we got to. Hey, my girl Marie.
Chris, I know you mentioned you had mentioned me before that we were registered for the broadcast is registered for PCA.
Yeah. I'm PCA and I actually put mine in for TPE, but I had not heard back from him yet.
Are you going to go to PCA?
I don't know yet. That's in March. And that is around my birth. First of all, I got to get cleared to fly again with this, But I mean, if you're going and you want to register and get the pass, let me know.
Yeah, I definitely want to go. I definitely want to go. So. But that's all. I mean, PPE is cool, but it's not all cigars. It's cigars and vapes and.
Oh yeah. It's Vegas. Look, it's Vegas. Everything and anything that can and will happen is gonna be.
But I will say they hooked me up. They gave me a freaking They gave me a suite for free at the Caesars. So I was out there living like a king in Vegas for TPE.
Man,
I
well,
was
you
acting
man,
up.
man. Now, you know why you got to tell me that? Why don't you just accept the
Hey,
pass and just go?
I was
Yeah,
acting up like I was
they
acting
gave
up
me
like
they
a
gave me a
celebrity.
sweet. Stoney, you see how niggas are? I know we ain't supposed to use that N word, but you see how niggas are? You see,
Jay, what you
I
was
am
acting up like?
I am
huh?
what I am.
Jay, what
I
you was
was
acting up like?
oh I was in Vegas acting like I was a celebrity. Like you know what I'm saying? Like look, my floor. You had to have a special key pass to get to that floor I was on. You know what I mean? It wasn't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So had a little a little 2 bedroom suite. You know what I mean? Whoop de
Yeah,
whoop. It's in there. You know, 2 bathrooms. You know, I was out there living like I felt like I was somebody. God damn it!
Right.
We all are.
Your
I
Jesse
am
Jackson
that
voice.
somebody.
Right, right.
man. Boy, you know what? I'm about to put him on mute, man. Get up there. Hey, look here. Y'all have a good one, man, because I'm going back
Yep,
to watching my show. I've been binge watching Bel Air. So
yep.
I'm going back to binge watching my Bel Air, man. All right. Y'all have a good
Love
one.
y'all. Love
All
our
right, man.
viewing
Chris, we'll
audience.
connect tomorrow on who I
Happy
talk to at TPE
Valentine's
and
Day.
line them
All
up.
right.
Thank you.
We'll do, man. We'll make
All
that
right, man.
happen. Hey, to
Y'all be
all of the
good, man.
viewers, peace out. Thank you for joining
Keep
us
it
once again.
smoky,
We'll see you
everybody.
on fourth
Yes.
Tuesday.
Good night.
Good night.